Hello, I'm Lynda Austin. Thank you for joining us for Essence Message for July 2012. I am the light. The light is surrounding me. The light is transforming me. The light is protecting me. Divine love is flowing around and through me, solving and dissolving all situations for the good of all. A higher power is in charge of my life, and only good can come through me. My mind is open, my heart is receptive, and miracles are happening right now. I consciously choose to raise my vibration to a place of truth and light. Yes, well, you know, it is July. As the channel said, many of you, if not all of you, are experiencing extreme heat, you know. The heat has been turned up in your areas, and that is in every area of your life. The heat has been turned up in your environment. The heat has been turned up in your own minds to try and figure out what it is that is going on in your lives. And that is not what you think it is. It is not the universe urging you to figure this out. It is the universe urging you to let go of trying to figure it out and simply focusing on what it is you want to create. This whole concept of co-creating with the universe is something new and different to most of you. There are very few of you who are used to or accustomed to or comfortable with creating with the soul aspect of who you are. Creating with your soul, your mind, and your body all at one time in balance. And so what is happening for many of you is that the soul is saying, you can have more. There is more to this life than what you are looking for. And this is not in a material way. This is not saying, oh yes, you can have riches beyond your wildest dreams. What it truly is saying, you can have peace of mind, you can have enjoyment, you can have fulfillment beyond your wildest dreams. Because it is so difficult for most of you to let go of the idea that if you don't work hard for something, it has no value. If you walk down the street and you find a $100 bill lying on the sidewalk, would any of you walk away from that and say, oh, I didn't work for it, so I don't deserve it? No, you would pick it up. But fully 40% of you would feel like you didn't do anything to earn it. And that's the point. There is nothing to earn. There is nothing to prove. You do not need to attain a certain level of enlightenment or a certain level of godliness before you can create in your life. You are creating in your life all the time, have been since the moment you opened your eyes the first time and before. You have been creating what shows up in your life and in the lives of those around you through the contracts that you have with them and what is happening in the world as a whole. All of that is influenced by what you are creating in your own mind. You know, there is a saying, you can look it up, mind is the builder. Absolutely, positively true. Nothing that ever existed did not exist first in the mind of the Creator. Do you think that someone handed Michelangelo blueprints? Do you think Da Vinci had sketches from someone else he was going by? Great artists, great thinkers. Cathedrals were not built from logic. It starts with a dream. It starts with a vision. It has to be created in your mind first. Nothing appears out of thin air. It appears out of your vision, out of your dream, out of your mind's creation. Mind is the builder. It has to start here. And so what you are being pushed to, what you are being invited to do, what the opportunity is for you to open the mind to the most creative ideas that you could possibly imagine, and then let go of those and go to the ones you couldn't possibly imagine. Nothing is impossible that you can dream. If you can dream it, if you can vision it, you can have it. Because that's where all creation starts. If you go to the Bible, the book so important to most of you, or any other text that speaks of creation, it will begin in the mind of the Creator. That's the lesson for you. The very first thing you learn is that you are a creation from the mind of God, and then you walk away from that and think your own minds are totally worthless. This creating from the physical and the spiritual is all about starting with the dream, starting with the vision, and then making it reality. That's where the balance is. That's where the joy is. That's where the fulfillment is. And so for those of you who are celebrating this day as what is called Independence Day, and for those of you who have just celebrated Canada Day, we want to point out that those celebrations are about dreaming your dream and making it real. Whether it is within a group of states, a confederation of states, or a kingdom, it is about dreaming your dream and making it real. And this day is the beginning of what we would call your personal independence, where you free your mind from all of the restrictions that say, that's not possible, that's not practical, that's not logical, that's too much. Those are the bricks you put on top of the lid to hold your own mind in a small container. Let go of those doubts. Let go of those restrictions. No one says you have to create a cathedral. No one says you have to sculpt the David or paint the Sistine Chapel. What we are saying is you need to find your vision, your dream, your masterpiece, your life. And your masterpiece may be a life lived very simply, but it's your life, not contained and not controlled by what someone told you was possible for you, or what you had a right to, or what you deserved, or what you had earned. You have earned it all because you are part of the one, part of the whole, or for those who would say it this way, you are one with God. And so everything that is yours. Everything that is to be comes from you. That's the gift we give you today, the understanding that you are independent beings. Free will. Free will. Does not mean I'm free to make the choices the church or my family or my community tells me I need to make. Free will means I am free to choose who I will be, what I will be, how I will be. And we are simply saying to you that your higher self and your soul is now calling you forth to be all that you want to be, all that you can possibly dream. Because the energy is there to support it. You are aligned with an understanding of how to work within your own soul and your own body. It's about balancing, it's about opening up, and it's about not walking a tight wire with an anvil strapped to your back. Let go of what does not serve you. Let go of what does not support your dreams. Yes, we will close.